is Mark with RawNutrition.com. In this video, I'm going to talk about our most common question at RawNutrition.com is, what is the best juicer? There are so many juicers out there, it can get confusing choosing the best juicer. Let me start off by saying the best juicer is not necessarily the most expensive juicer. A juicer that I don't have here, the Super Angel stainless steel juicer, is not necessarily the best juicer just because it's over $1,000. Essentially, the best juicer is a juicer that's going to fit your needs or what you want to juice the most. All the juicers we sell at Raw Nutrition generally have a long warranty, manufacturer's warranty. They are top quality products built to last years, give you satisfaction in juicing. Essentially, the difference between the models is the type of extraction. And some extractions are better than others for different types of fruits and vegetables. So in this video, I'm going to talk about, in general, upright masticating juicers, horizontal type masticating juicers, twin gear juicers, and even centrifuge juicers. Well, what's the difference and what to look for when you're choosing your juicer? And I'll start with currently the most popular. These are the newest juicers on the market. In the last few years, a lot of manufacturers have introduced upright masticating juicers. They've really kind of changed the market in juicing. It's a brand new type of extraction. It's kind of a modified form, a hybrid form of the horizontal masticating juicer, which has been out for a few decades. The upright masticating juicers are very easy to use. Most vegetables will just drop in and the juice will get processed automatically. They're easy to clean. Most of the manufacturers have caps on the end. You can fill them, run some water through, and rinse them out. That definitely reduces cleanup time. In these juicers, there are a few drawbacks, and the manufacturers have been working in successive regeneration models to improve that. With these juicers, you do tend to have some pulp in the juice. Some people don't like that. You can always filter. Some of these models have a little filter that's included on the outside of the juice bowl, or you can do that yourself once you're done juicing. That's the main complaint for those. In newer models like this one here, the Huron Elite, or the vertical slow juicer, the VSJ843 from Omega, these are like the third generation or complete redesign of the original models, and these are definitely reducing the amount of pulp in the juice and also getting the most juice possible. So upright juicers, if you're looking for something easy to use for most fruits and vegetables, they will not necessarily the best for wheatgrass, although these newer models are better doing wheatgrass. Leafy greens will work well, especially when mixed. You want to watch for the fibers. Long fibrous vegetables like celery, kale, collard greens, you want to cut those into smaller pieces to prevent pulp blockages. But all in all, ease of use, this is definitely a highly recommended juicer. And the difference between the brands, if you're looking for really long warranties, you can look towards Omega, which pushes their warranty period up to 15 years. Others are more 5, 10, depending on the brand. If that's important for you, you can look at the higher warranty models where you'll have peace of mind for a long time. Well, definitely these are excellent juicers. The tried and true juicers that have been around for a few decades are the single auger masticating juicer. Everything is processed through a single auger. These juicers have similar augers to these, except they're more elongated, and everything has to go through the filter, so definitely a reduction in pulp. You have less pulp in your juice, though they do still leave a little bit amount of pulp. The main drawback is you have to push everything in. With the auger being horizontally, you have to apply pressure and hold down each vegetable as it gets processed. A little easier with greens, and actually these excel with greens, leafy greens, wheatgrass. You don't have to cut them down or shorten the fibrous strands in those vegetables like celery. They will juice greens very well and actually get the most yields. So if you're looking for doing lots of green juice, the horizontal masticating juicers are really the best. I have here in this video the NC 900 HDC. There's also the NC 800, which is silver in color. These now have a larger feed chute, so it definitely makes it a little easier compared to the smaller 1.5-inch round of previous generations. A little easier that you can feed things more easily. You still don't want to overstuff them because you're really still going to have to push everything down. So the horizontal masticating juicers are also multi-purpose machines. Not so much multi-purpose over on the upright masticating juicer side. With these you have what they call a homogenizing blank. With that blank you can process fruits, frozen fruits for sorbets, you can make nut butters. They even have pasta attachments on the end that you can extrude pasta. You still have to make your dough first. So definitely a versatile machine. In these upright juicers you don't have that versatility, though a few of them, depending on the brand and model, may have a homogenizing blank for processing frozen foods, or may have a smoothie screen, large hole screen for processing smoothies. So more versatility, maybe a little less ease of use. If you don't like having to push everything down, you may want to go to your choice towards an upright masticating juicer. And if you don't mind that, you want to produce lots of greens, or want a machine that's multifunctional, the horizontal masticating juicer, single auger masticating juicer, is really an excellent choice. I've slipped in here the same upright masticating juicer. If I move to the twin gear juicers, definitely a higher priced juicer. So we're up into the $600 range compared to the $300, $400 range for the others. So a more expensive juicer, and as I mentioned earlier, you have the Super Angel, which is a twin gear juicer in the same respect as this Green Star 5000 model that I have here on display. So these juicers are very similar to the masticating juicers, the single augers. You potentially should be getting more juice because of the space between the gears is more restrained. So you will have more juice, but you are still with the same issue that you do need to push in your fruits and vegetables. The larger gear model, like this Green Star 5000, is easier to feed than smaller gear models, like the Kempo juicer or even the Super Angel. You'll find this model is very stable, which I can't say for the Super Angel. It easily tips forward when you're juicing and when you're having to push your vegetables in. So why would one choose a twin gear juicer over a single auger juicer? Definitely the higher quality parts, stainless steel gears. These are also multi-purpose juicers, appliances I should say, so you can do other things also, like extrude pasta and process nut butters and frozen fruit sorbet. They are larger units, so if you don't have much room in the kitchen, you may want to look more at a single auger juicer. The twin gear, like this one here, is a jumbo gears, and it's a jumbo juicer. Takes up a lot of space on the counter. The other type of juicer I haven't talked about yet so far is a centrifuge juicer. This is an Omega centrifuge juicer. I don't really recommend these so much. They're limited in their use, generally very good in a juice bar setting. They're high speed, so able to produce juice quickly, especially with hard vegetables like carrots, beets, celery, and things like that. When you're juicing greens, you're not getting much juice due to the process with the centrifuge juicer. They're louder, so really they have their application, but maybe not so much in a home. They do tend to be less expensive, so if you don't have as large a budget for the more expensive juicers, an Omega centrifuge juicer is still a good choice, but you are limited. You won't be able to juice greens efficiently, so really the best bets are going towards the single augers for budget-minded purchases. So be sure to check out our videos here on our YouTube channel. With most of these juicers, there's a single video explaining all the parts and some juicing demonstrations where we go in depth. You can get a different feeling of what's included, the different features, because the juicers, to try to separate themselves from their competition, some will offer recipe books, others will offer smoothie screens or screens for filtering your juice. So the packages are all varying, and that's where I say the best juicer is really the one that's going to meet your needs. And definitely the more you pay, not that I want to say you need to pay a lot for a juicer, but a higher price juicer, a brand name juicer, and not a cheap imitation juicer, you're going to get many years of service. and quality from it. So the old adage says you get what you pay for, and definitely that applies to juicers. So I hope this video has been informative and will help you gear your selection towards a type of juicer that'll meet your needs so you can have the best juicer for your needs. Again, this is Mark with Raw Nutrition. Be sure to subscribe to our videos here on YouTube and check us out online at RawNutrition.com.